Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking, and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yunjin is always talking about... Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just... If our audience doesn't get to see Yunjin on stage...
That's what I said too.
Look, when you're a megastar like Yunjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she... Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I... Well then, what if...
As you can see, would you be willing to accept this commission?
Ugh, wonderful. Ugh.
You're in for a little shock.
Wind blade!
Hey, get it! Not so hard!
Come a little close. You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy the... Come a little closer.
What's the hurry?
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
Let it rain!
Come a little closer.
Yeah.
With the wind!
You?
Go, go, Barret Bunny! I'll race you there!
Come a little closer.
What's the hurry?
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Don't be such a brute.
Get him!
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. I do apologize. I didn't... What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places. Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. Oh, but on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though.
I was so close. Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? Granted, she later admitted that, but after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined if access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh. That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly. Start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here. You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed... I suppose I had better return to... I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from...
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in him.
Yunning, we're back.
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you...
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But you have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all, we're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something...
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them, while I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve...
You know, I don't...
So, what's your honest... I'm glad you agree. Right.
Hey, Traveler! You've only just managed to bring Yunjin back. Now you're taking her... The next show is just days away. Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. Come on, help me.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me? You want to become...
You do? Oh, yes, of course he does. He was right. Good. Well, let's not beat around the...
hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to...
Please. This is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You
Okay, I get it. You can... I am delighted that you wish to study, but the issue is... Before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders that do an initiate. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another. There's no need to call me master. What? Don't you think that's Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call... Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge. I'll do my best to prepare...
Whew.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Good. You're right on. Punctuality is an essential quality. If you want it. Without it, you won't be able to keep. Well, first I'd like you to answer me. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through? Close. It was 7. Anyway, the point of this question. What eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not. Indeed, my own daily training routines start all in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you Of course! I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations. For example, how would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god. Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging. Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene. Immerse yourself in it. Good, good. So that's how you... Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time. Good, yes. Use that. Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you. Stop. Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no... Granted, the character you are trying... I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were... Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience... Maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for... You're right. If we were looking for I suppose we could try again. A little... Oh? Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun's... Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Li. If you've got no objections, let's... The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances. Even for someone like you. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the... But what you could try is to replace... I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and... Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario. You bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest. Ah... Now you're catching. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of face, but if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, come, show me how you normally fight. They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation.
You're in for a little shock. He'd come a little closer.
No escape!
Wind blade!
He...
Wind blade!
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Get it! That's cheating!
Cool it!
Go, Baron Bunny!
You're in for a little
Let it rain! Hey!
Freeze! Dodge this!
Get it!
Wind blade!
Come a little closer.
Freeze! Cool it!
Come a little closer.
Freeze!
No one escapes my sights!
You're in for a little shock.
Oh, that was wonderful! Just like a real adventure. Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle... Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead. Now, let us reenact the battle. It's okay if you can't recall the... And... Attack! I can't fault your movements in terms, but Fatui are larger than most. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you are veteran practitioners of this, but adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt. Still, this was only... But judging from your movements, I think this next method... Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. You can reference existing characters from opera, or In short, you want to pin down Well, in your case, what you need... Think of yourself not as you. It's complicated to explain. Okay, how about we start by... The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong Ballista, and what you want to do is evade all the blues. Yes, I think that sums... There's an open area to the north. When you finished rehearsing everything in your... Well, have you finished rehearsing? No need to rush. I shall guide you with... Wrong, wrong, wrong. Start again. Well, have you finished rehearsing? Basically, you need to break all the... No need to rush. I shall guide you with... Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time. My hard work coach. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve. People say that when you truly I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer. Well, because even if I have, it's been written on your face this whole time. Don't forget that acting is my bread and... Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue Opera too. Yes, as well as coaching you today, I have also... Do you remember the basics of the final method? Don't you think there's a striking similarity? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own because as far as I'm concerned, even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, and even if I fully master the character's emotions, whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve. Thank you for trying them out as well. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first graduation ceremony. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep... Here we go again. Then again, I suppose I will have to give... And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach... I've got it. Mentor.
Well, would you look who's here? Looks like it's going to be a day to remember. Guys, look who the sea washed up!
Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did...
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in
That's what I heard, too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure...
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue.
I've heard that they tell stories about you and Mondstadt, too. The honorary...
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, Sam?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being... Hey, what do you say we are...
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh, Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the traveler.
Yeah, come on, Captain Beto. Surely you've got a way to get...
Oh, he's on board right now for the celebration, isn't he?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, traveler. So, it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a...
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey with... So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting... Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving...
Right. I guess we didn't...
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that... Isn't that why everyone here chose...
Yes. A strong sailor is always...
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the...
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to... I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard. Thanks. Some rumors have it that the leader of the Crux is so powerful that she could... I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that their excitement today comes from their great respect for you. Both your strength... Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing some recruitment and training for... Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sick... I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land. Good. Come with me. Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteor. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux. The Vision of the Crux. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the... Also, they're responsible for So, what do you think? You truly... Let's start with the fundamentals for any armed crew member. Follow me. These are some older skirmish boats that we keep on the Alcora's back. Although they've been made redundant by newer models now, they're perfect for when we need to do simulated battles as Disappointed? To be honest, the Alcor going into battle... In fact, out of all the confrontations we've ever had, only when negotiations fail do we consider deploying our armed fighters and skirmish boats. The only reason the Alcor would ever need to open fire... The Alcor serves only 2 purposes. We are an armed fleet with a strong sense of justice, not... We're very careful about determining when to use... All of this to say that mastering a small attack craft... Do you have any experience piloting small armed vessels? You mean you can do the jobs of a helmsman and a gunner? Even in the Crux, there are a few who can... Seems like you're in... In that case, I'll skip the basics on how to... The goal of this exercise is simple. Steer your skirmish boat along the prescribed route, and you can start when you're ready. I'll be waiting. Not so on form today, huh? I'm sure the boat is partly, so don't worry about it. Just remind me to... Anyway, that was all just... What I really want to show you is the more serious side. Come with me. You may be aware that as an armed fleet, the Crux is kind of like the maritime... We work as an armed carrier. Aside from that, though, there is also one other important way we make income.
Actually, it's trading. In certain kinds of goods.
Hey, my hotshot account.
Cut it out, boss. Juza sent me here with a message.
Okay. Be careful. Well, Mora Grubber was right, though. The other important side to our business, importing here, exporting there, you'll see what I mean by that shortly. Come on, let's go meet our...
Fresh seafood! Fresh!
What do you have?
Hello there! Here at Nay's Professional Fishmongers. So what do you need?
I want a bass head with all the teeth removed. If there's a single tooth in there, I don't want it.
Ah! You know bass have pharyngeal teeth, right?
Then I'll have a bass trunk with 2 swim bladders. Again, if it's short by 1 swim bladder, it's not the bass.
You're not making this easy for me. 1 bass means...
Okay. Then I'll take a bass tail with scales that are yellow on the outside, black on the inside.
What kind of fish scales are yellow outside and black inside? In any case, you can try all you want, but 7 times 7... Pardon my asking, but you're not a fish expert. Look, I'm a professional. So are most of the people I serve. I can accommodate anything they ask for.
Anywhere you'd recommend?
Like I said, Nay's Professional Fishmongers.
I bet you're wondering why that guy was saying he didn't have what we wanted. That was just the first step in the transaction to confirm our identity. The real deal will come later.
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Fresh seafood!
Is this wise amateur fishmongers?
That's the one. We have all kinds of amateur stuff here. What would you like?
We'd like a bass head.
No problem. Ours are all toothless, mind you.
And a bass trunk.
Oh, no problem. I'll stick an extra...
And a tail.
Sure thing. I'll paint the scales yellow on the out... if it's 7 times 7.
Great. I like your style. We have a...
Appreciate your patronage. Please. A real No, we don't have the fish here. All fish sold at Wise Amateur. Once we get the order in from the customer, we go fish it out for pay first. Then we bring you the goods.
Are you two here to collect your order, huh?
Yes, sir. We're here about...
I didn't expect you to come in person, but we still need to... The bass you want is not a standard specimen. Our fishermen need to... You know the rule.
Of course.
Oh, well, as you know, timing and location are everything when it comes to fishing. You have to wait... So, let me ask you this.
The fishing song will sound out at midnight.
How drunk will the moon be before the
It won't stop while the Star of Death shines.
I see, yes. Which way will...
The breeze should be bound for Guyan.
All right, then. Well received.
Great. I think that wraps up everything we needed to do in Liyue Harbor. Let's... The 3 people we just met are our business partners. Nay's professional fishmongers and Wise amateur fishmongers are just... The bass, obviously, is the code name for the goods. The numbers of teeth, swim bladders, and scales... Meanwhile, the conversation I had with the warehouse keeper was the instructions for the deal itself. Tonight at midnight, the deal will take place in Guyan Stone Forest. As for what the actual goods are, well, you'll see tonight. What if I were to say yes? What would you do then? Thank you. I deeply value you as a friend, but ultimately, I definitely don't want to cause you any trouble, just so rest assured, we have...
Captain Beidou, you gave me quite...
Well, my friend is visiting, so I wanted to show him how the Crux handle...
I see. You two must be close.
You got that right. Now, have you brought the goods?
Yep, all here. Please,
Stop! Nobody move. We have received certain information pertaining to a potential illegal business Apologies, Captain Beidou, but I'm going to need to inspect those goods.
Oh? An illegal business transaction, you say? Well, all the goods are here.
Captain, everything's been checked. It's just a bunch of potatoes, flour, and so on. And all the...
Huh? Everything's been checked thrice over. There's not a single contraband item here. The paperwork was approved by the ministry.
Looks like you've managed to clear everything up. I suppose we can put this down.
Yes, apologies. Come on, let's go.
Bravo, Captain Beidou. This was rather ingenious. Seems like your friend still has...
I know you have a lot of...
Well, I'll leave you both to it. Captain Beidou, I look for...
You probably thought that there was some sort of nefarious business going on behind all the secrecy today. The truth is, that was exactly what I wanted the Ministry of Civil Affairs to believe. What you might not know is that I, as the leader of the Crux Fleet, and you, the great hero of Liyue Harbor, have both been on the Ministry of Civil Affairs watch list for a long time. In other words, whenever you or I crop up in Liyue Harbor, it almost always draws their attention. Not that there's any animosity behind it, mind you. In their words, it's a security precaution to prevent people like us from causing unnecessary trouble. Oh, I have no qualms about that. They're just doing their job, keeping the land safe. But how does that saying go again? Ah, yes. Sometimes the closer you are to something, the less you can see. Did you figure it out yet? That's right. Maura Grubber, the accountant. With you, me, and a few sacks of potatoes and flour serving as a front, the deal she's overseeing on her end should go off without a hitch. After all, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent the Millilith to us. Looking at the time, it should be any... Look! That's the signal! Tonight's real... Do you have any more questions? You're right. Never underestimate her. But as long as she knows that neither you nor I would do... In any case, there's another higher-level watch list at the Ministry of Civil Affairs, but I do know that the individuals and organizations have gotten off topic. On some level, reason being, I'm the only one who can get... It's... All you need to know is that what might be easily attainable for some people can often be a lifesaver. That's where we come in. It's as simple as that. You still have some important things to take care of, don't you? As long as you don't know what I was referring to. So, I'm sorry, but I can't Of course, if the day comes when you've traveled to every corner of the world, found you're welcome to come back here, and you'll always be welcome in the Crux.